And welcome back from the break, and now from news around the world. Aid groups Doctors Without Borders today accused the World Health Organization of rationing the Ebola vaccine in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where more than 2,000 people have died of the deadly virus. We have the details.
One of the main problems currently is the fact that in practice the vaccine is rationed by the World Health Organization and that too few people at risk are protected today, MSF said in a statement. It called for the creation of an independent international coordination committee to guarantee the transparency of the management of stocks and data sharing. Around 225,000 people have received the Ebola vaccination manufactured by German pharma giant Merck since August 2018, but this number remains largely insufficient. Up to 2,500 people could be vaccinated every day against the current 50 to 1,000 people, MSF Director of Operations Isabel Defoni said in a statement.
And in Iran, a display of military arsenal went on today, ignoring the tensions in the region ignited by suspicion that Iran attacked Saudi oil fields recently. We have the details.
This was part of the Holy Defense Week ceremony. Among the weapons unveiled, a low-altitude artillery air defense system. Also on display were 18 Revolutionary Guard Corps ballistic missiles. The Power 373 air defense system, an Iranian-made long-range mobile missile defense system comparable to the Russian S-300 air defense system, was also present. This launches Iranian-made Syed missiles. It has a range of 300 kilometers and can detect enemy aircraft from long distances. Iran uses the Holy Defense Week to mark the war launched on it by the late Iraqi President Saddam Hussein.
And a Yemeni painter found a way to make a living in a war-torn country by upcycling old car tires into furniture and works of art. Footage filmed in Sana'a on Sunday shows Sufyan Noman cutting and painting parts of an old tire in his workshop. We bring you these details.
أنا أصلاً رسام وأتت الحرب طبعاً مثل ما
I am a painter, and war came and other people were laid off and lost their jobs. I'm among the hundreds of thousands of unemployed people, said Sufyan Noman.
بحثت لي عن عمل لم أجد أي عمل.
Noman says he began creating his works of art while searching for work and thought he could help protect the environment by upcycling old tires.
أتت الفكرة للمشروع تحويل الإطارات إلى أشكال فنية.
I created a work for myself and something beautiful for the country, preserved the environment and trained new people in this craft, said the artist. The conflict in Yemen, which began in 2015 between the Houthis and the Saudi-backed Hadi government, has killed tens of thousands and left the country's economy in ruins. According to recent UN reports, almost 80% of the Yemeni population, some 24 million people, are in need of assistance and protection, with millions facing starvation.
And away from news around the world, we bring you the in-business news.
The Uganda Revenue Authority has awarded 450 small and medium enterprises across the country that stand out for exemplary tax compliance. The SMEs selected from the various regions of the country form part of the tax body's trusted segment of compliant taxpayers, the ERA publicist Ian Rumanyika said. According to the private sector foundation, SMEs in Uganda employ more than 2.5 million people and account for approximately 90% of the entire private sector. They also constitute over 80% of manufactured output and contribute 25% of GDP. In its 2017 Global Economic Prospects, the World Bank said Uganda is one of the countries with the highest enterprise birth rates, but also one with the highest death rates for the young enterprises. It is estimated that the country enjoys an entrepreneurial rate of 28.1%, followed by Thailand and Brazil with rates of 16.7% and 13.8% respectively. According to Rumanyika, SME tax contribution was recorded at 3.54 trillion Uganda shillings in 2017-2018, having risen from 3.03 trillion the previous year. Total domestic collection stood at 9.74 trillion in 2017-2018 from 9.08 trillion shillings. The high cost of irrigation equipment has been blamed for the low or no usage of irrigation equipment by smallholder farmers. This was during a stakeholder workshop on farmer-led irrigation organized by the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa and World Bank in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries. According to Agnes Mbabazi from Agri-Farms, who was in the meeting, for one to acquire, for example, a drip irrigation for an acre, they will have to part with between 7 to 10 million shillings. She added that the cost is too high because importing companies of this equipment have to part with huge taxes by Uganda Revenue Authority. For example, today to import an irrigation system, one has to incur 49% of the total cost on taxes, 18% VAT, 25% import duty, 1.5% infrastructure levy, and some of them pay withholding tax if not exempted. And when added on to incidental costs, the price of the final product will be affected.
And that was New Vision TV News. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. I'll leave you with the fact file.